Just imagine. One day you wake up and find out that the one thing that held your entire world together, the one thing your whole life revolved around, is suddenly gone. Completely vanished. You have nothing left. It feels like you've fallen from the sky to the ground. You've just experienced the biggest loss of your life. Everything you had is destroyed. But then, you come to realize that this loss was actually a gift. That setback was a push, a necessary jolt to move you forward in life. You see, most people don't fail to move ahead in life because they are weak. They stop moving forward because they become too satisfied with the life they have. They stop trying to grow. They think their life is fine, not great, not terrible, just fine. And they make peace with it. But a life that is just stable, it's neither very good nor very bad, becomes a quiet trap. A prison that doesn't look like one. That's exactly how Rihan's life was. Rihan owned a small bakery on the roadside in a quiet town. The bakery wasn't very big, but it was enough to make ends meet. His life wasn't too bad and it wasn't great either. Just going on. Every morning looked the same. Same recipes, same regular customers, same routine. Sometimes deep down he'd hear a little voice. Is this really all there is to life? But he pushed that voice away. He didn't want to take any risks. The bakery was his safe zone. His comfort zone. Then one day something happened that changed his life forever. Around 4:30 a.m., Rihan got a phone call. Mr. Rihan, your bakery, it's on fire. When he rushed there, it was all gone. Black walls. Ashes. And in those ashes were buried all his dreams. Nothing was left. Rihan's lifetime of savings, his source of income, his identity, his everything, was reduced to smoke. For 2 weeks he couldn't step out of his room. He didn't know what to do, how to recover from the shock. That bakery wasn't just a shop. It was his life. But maybe, just maybe, life, or fate, had something else planned for him. But perhaps, this was all meant to be. One day Rihan's daughter brought him an old sketchpad. It was filled with dessert ideas, dreams that Rihan had once dreamed. Sketches he had drawn long ago but never dared to bring to life. Rihan looked at those pages and smiled. And then, tears filled his eyes. All those dreams he had once buried came rushing back to him. He had no shop, no tools, no investment, but he had flavor in his hands. And he had an idea. He had a burning desire to begin again. So he did. Rihan started making desserts in his own kitchen. He cooked at home and sold them online. He gave his desserts unique names like ash cake and phoenix pie, names that sparked curiosity. And the taste? That was already in his hands. Soon he began receiving repeat orders. At first he personally delivered them. But soon the number of orders doubled. His customer base grew day by day. In no time the entire city was talking about his desserts. To keep up with the growing demand, Rihan partnered with a cloud kitchen company for deliveries. Within just 6 months he began attracting investors. And within 1 year of losing his bakery to that fire, Rihan opened his first franchise. In just 1 year he achieved more than he ever had in all the years he ran his old bakery. Today there are over 20 branches of Rihan's ash cake spread across the country. If Rihan's bakery hadn't burned down that day, he may never have achieved all of this. He may have never discovered the greatness hidden within him. His life would have just continued without purpose, without growth. He would have remained in that same safe zone, in that invisible prison of routine, living a life that was just passable. In reality, that bakery, the one he once thought was his whole world, was actually the biggest thing holding him back. It was the wall standing between him and his true potential. So now ask yourself, is there something in your life that's become your bakery? Something that has quietly trapped you even though it feels safe? Something that's stopping you from growing, from dreaming bigger? Friends, sometimes life snatches something away from you. But most of the time, you have to be the one to break your own chains. Don't wait for tragedy to push you. Step out of your comfort zone willingly. Explore the world. Try something new.